Hello dear students, most welcome to today's e-learning class in this EduSat educational channel. Today we are going to discuss the most important and exciting topic in inorganic chemistry. Guess, make a guess, what is that important topic in inorganic chemistry? सारी की सारी inorganic chemistry में ये बहुत important topic है. Could you guess? Yes, it is the coordination chemistry. Coordination chemistry that belongs to your unit 9 of a CHEC syllabus, right? So, what are coordination compounds? Why should we study coordination compounds? क्यों पढ़ेंगे? Just because it is given in your syllabus? Questions are likely to come in the examination? No. There are many other beautiful reasons वो जानना बेहद जरूरी है. पढ़ेंगे तो ठीक है, सिलेबस में दिया है, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन इसके बाद भी बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट जानकारियां हैं जिसको जानना बहुत ही जरूरी है. So let us have a quick look into the things that are to be discussed in today's class. So this is the very first class. So आज की शाम कोऑर्डिनेशन केमिस्ट्री के नाम, right? I will try to finish this topic in लगभग 4 classes. In around 4 classes, this topic will be completed as per your CHEC syllabus. So have patience. बहुत important topic, भयंकर important topic for all types of examinations. निकालिए कॉपी, पेन, बैठ जाइए और लिखते जाइए जो मैं कहने जा रहा हूँ. So today we will be discussing these things of the topic like normal salt, double salt, coordination compounds or complexes, and then some terms, general terms, common terms used in coordination chemistry like central metal atom or ion, ligands, and if time permits we will discuss more things. Okay? So what are coordination compounds? Why should we study the complexes or coordination compounds? Let me make it very clear. सुनिए ध्यान से. You know, the purpose of this topic is to study the complexes, their practical applications. उनके बीच में, उनके अंदर में कैसा bonding system है. What are the properties? What are the isomerism they exhibit, and how they are beneficial to us? वो हमारे लिए कितना फायदेमंद है, तब तो जाकर हम उसको पढ़ेंगे. पढ़ने से तो मजा आएगा. ठीक है, देखिए कॉम्प्लेक्स के बारे में. यू नो, मैं 3 कॉम्प्लेक्स के नाम लेता हूं. एक कॉम्प्लेक्स है हीमोग्लोबिन. नाम सुना होगा हीमोग्लोबिन, द इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ ब्लड, ऑक्सीजन ट्रांसपोर्टर. It transports oxygen, carries oxygen from lungs to different parts of a body. ऑक्सीजन सप्लायर. अगर मान लो 1 मिनट के लिए ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई बंद हो जाएगा, हीमोग्लोबिन बंद कर देगा, क्या हम जिंदा रह पाएंगे? कभी नहीं, कभी नहीं. तो अगर आज हम जिंदा है, इस सारी जितने एनिमल्स, मामल सब दुनिया में देख रहे हो ना, या अगर सारे के सारे जिंदा है, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन. एंड हीमोग्लोबिन इज ए कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल. किसने बनाया उसको? फेरस आयरन ने बनाया. अगर ये हीमोग्लोबिन ना होते तो आज की दुनिया में हम भी ना होते. तो सोचिए कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है, भयंकर इंपॉर्टेंट सब्सटेंस ये. दूसरा, क्लोरोफिल, द ग्रीन पिगमेंट इन लीव्स, जिसको कहते हैं ना किचन ऑफ अ प्लांट. इन दैट ग्रीन पिगमेंट itself is a complex of a magnesium metal that absorbs sunlight. It is a photosensitizer. It absorbs radiation and supplies that radiation in form of energy as per requirement to carbon dioxide and water, makes carbohydrates. root, shoot, stem, flower, fruits, everything is made because of this photosynthesis, and photosynthesis is done in that chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is a complex. हमको it supplies food, that is why we are alive. ठीक है, जीवन दिया, खाना भी दिया. Vitamin B12, you know vitamin B12, it is a complex of cyanocobalamin of cobalt, cyanocobalamin, complex of cobalt. Vitamin B12 बहुत important. If there is a deficiency in vitamin B12, there will be anemic problem. RBC will not be formed in required quantity, and will suffering from many diseases. So these are the complexes I am telling you. Myoglobin, which is present in the muscles, it is also a complex. There are many complex molecules existing in nature, and also we have synthesized. So that is why it is very, very necessary to know something about complexes. So let us start. कहाँ से शुरू करेंगे? Normal salts से शुरू करते हैं. चलिए. What are normal salts? Normal salts are the products of a neutralization reaction between acid and base. You know, when acid reacts with a base, and that reaction is called as neutralization reaction, and we get salt. In some cases we may get water. It is not necessary that you will get water all the time. Acid, suppose if you take HCl, base if you take NaOH, and because of that reaction between acid and base, the product formed is your NaCl. You see, it is a salt, normal salt. What is another definition? You see, here it is acid. If I take HCl and replace the replaceable hydrogen atom means the hydrogen which can be ionized as H plus. If I replace this hydrogen by some metals like Na, NaCl, if I replace this hydrogen by K, it will give you KCl. If I replace it by calcium, it will give you calcium chloride according to its valency. If I replace it with aluminum, you will get aluminum chloride. So these are salts. You see, देखो salts. If you take H2SO4, and remove, here you have two replaceable hydrogen atoms. If you replace them with sodium or potassium or any group of atoms like ammonium, group of atoms like either metal or group of atoms or a single metal calcium sulfate. So these are all. Even if you replace one hydrogen by a metal, that can also be called as salt. Okay. If you take similarly nitric acid, you see NaNO3, ammonium nitrate, you replace ammonium nitrate, potassium nitrate, calcium nitrate. So these are all salts. So what are salts? So salts are the products or compounds obtained by replacing the replaceable hydrogen atoms of acid by suitable metals. एसिड से रिप्लेसेबल हाइड्रोजन को निकाल के उसकी जगह पर अगर हम कुछ मेटल्स को ऐड करेंगे, जो सब्सटेंस मिलेगा उसको हम सॉल्ट कहेंगे. ऑल्सो सॉल्ट इज द न्यूट्रलाइजेशन प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एसिड एंड बेस रिएक्शन. So these are the normal salts. Means you see the normal salts are of three types. It can be acidic salt, basic salt, or neutral salts. So acidic salt, you see acidic salt means strong acidity, the salts produced from strong acidity plus weak base. Remember, strong acidity and weak base. Strong acids are, these are strong acids. If I take HCl, weak base, ammonium hydroxide, then I will get ammonium chloride. ammonium chloride, ammonium sulfate, ammonium nitrate. So these are all acidic salts. Basic salt. What are the basic salts? Basic salts. If you put these salts in water, definitely the pH of a solution will be less than 7. pH will be less than 7. So basic salt means these salts are produced by neutralization reaction between strong acid and strong base and weak acid. Basic salt means base must be strong. Acidic salt means acid must be strong. Okay? Then you take example sodium hydroxide is a well known strong base, and you react it with the acetic acid, you will get sodium acetate. Just remember sodium acetate, potassium acetate, similarly potassium acetate, your sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, baking soda or baking powder, all these salts are basic salts. Having pH, if you put them in water, so pH will be greater than 7, remember. And a neutral salts. So neutral salts are formed by neutralization reaction between strong acid and a strong base. If you take HCl, react it with the sodium hydroxide strong base, you will get NaCl. Similarly, you have sodium sulfate, potassium sulfate, potassium nitrate. These are all neutral salts having pH equal to 7. If you put them in water, you will see the pH of these solutions comes around 7. Also weak acid and weak base. Like acetic acid and ammonium hydroxide, you will have ammonium acetate. Of course, that is a buffer solution. Okay. What are the characteristics of normal salts? Normal salts are mostly ionic compounds, are all ionic compounds. Crystalline solid, hard and rigid, mostly soluble in water, mostly, not necessarily all are soluble. Barium sulfate is not soluble in water, silver chloride is not soluble in water, sparingly soluble salt, mostly they are soluble in water, and their aqueous solution can be either acidic or basic or neutral. If you put NaCl in water, you see it is neutral, and if you take ammonium chloride solution, it is acidic, and sodium carbonate salt if you put in water, it will be basic, pH more than 7, right. Next is addition or molecular compounds. What are addition or molecular compounds? You see, if you take 2 or more stable salts, remember 2 or more stable salts, if you take in stoichiometry ratio 1 mole, 2 mole or equimolar or any mole you take, 2 different stable salts, put them in water, make the solution and do crystallization. That crystal will be formed. That crystal formed may be your addition or may be molecular compound. That may be addition or molecular compound. Remember, 2 stable salts, when they crystallize, they can form either, they can be added or they can chemically combine. Like potassium chloride plus magnesium chloride plus 6H2O. You see, it is called carnallite. Similarly, if you take copper sulfate plus ammonia, put them together, do crystallization, you will get molecular compound tetramine copper sulfate. So in this way, your addition or molecular compounds are formed, means 2 different stable salts or 2 different stable compounds on addition in water. You put them in water and do crystallization, they will give you either addition or molecular compounds. Addition or molecular compounds are of 2 types. One is your double salt. It can be double salt or it can be complex. Upar wala dekho, upar wala double salt, 2 salts. So what are double salts? Remember, the addition or molecular compounds are of 2 types. Double salt or it can be complex. So this is your molecular, this is your addition compound, this is your molecular compound called complex. So that is double salt and this is your complex. What is double salt? So double salt means it is the equimolar mixture of two salts, when they are crystallized, they give a single salt. That solid is your addition solid, and that solid is called as your double salt, and that double salt is your addition substance. Two stable salts on addition give you double salt, right? And double salt has unique identity, unique properties only in solid state. They have existence only in solid state. जब तक वो solid में है, उनका नाम है, उनका पहचान है. When you put them in water, they lose everything. They lose their identity, they lose their property. That is the double salt. Okay. So what are molecular solids? What are double salts? Double salts are nothing but the molecular solids containing two different salts in equimolar ratio. That it has its identity and properties so long as it is in solid state. When you put it in water, the substances, the individual salts, they dissociate into their own ions. And double salt lose its identity, अपना पहचान खो देता है, अपना जो properties खो देता है. Each salt splits into their own ions, and the ions start showing their own properties. Like your Mohr salt, this is kernelite, potash alum, they are all well-known double salts. What are coordination compounds? What are complexes? You see, complexes contain two different salts or two different substances, not necessarily in equimolar ratio. They are molecular compounds. The two different substances, two different salts are chemically combined together to form another molecular compound, which has identity, properties, everything it retains both in a solid state and in a aqueous solution. पानी में डालो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला, वो टूटने वाला नहीं है, वो फेविकल का जोड़ है, नहीं टूटेगा. जो टूट जाता है वो डबल साल्ट, जो नहीं टूटेगा वो कॉम्प्लेक्स, क्योंकि उनके बीच में बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन हो गया है. So that is complex. Here you see copper sulfate and ammonia not in equimolar ratios, stoichiometric ratios. When they are mixed together and crystallized, we get this blue color crystal. Even if you put this crystal in water, they will not dissociate into their individual components. Ammonia कभी बाहर नहीं निकल सकता है. एक बार जुड़ गया तो परमानेंटली जुड़ गया. उसको कहते हैं कोऑर्डिनेशन कंपाउंड्स और कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. ये अमोनिया है ना, वो कॉपर के साथ कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड बना लिया, स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ कोवैलेंट बॉन्ड बना लिया. वो टूटने वाला नहीं है, कभी नहीं आ सकता है. सो व्हाट आर द डिफरेंस बिटवीन double salts and your complexes? You see, double salts have existence only in solid state, but your complexes, they have existence both in solid state and in solution state. Double salts, each salt dissociates into its individual ions, but here they don't dissociate. You see the square bracket CuNH3 whole 4, that part will never be dissociated. That part will never dissociate. Sulfate तो dissociate होके वो तो घूमता फिरेगा चारों तरफ, लेकिन that part will remain undissociated. Another is simple ionic compounds. Simple ionic compounds are used to make double salts, not necessarily, and their ionic bonds are present. Here, in addition to ionic bond, coordinate bonds are formed. Coordinate bonds are present. There the metals exhibit primary valencies. In double salt only primary valency exhibit कर रही है metal. यहाँ पे both primary and secondary both valencies are exhibited by the metals. They lose their identity property. They do not lose their identity and properties. So, this is the basic difference between the normal salt and complex. So many times this has been asked in CHEC examinations, give difference between the two. Now, complexes. So, how many types of complexes are there? How many types of complexes there? You see, when you deal with the complexes, you will see there are 4 types of complexes. There are 4 types of complexes. One is your cationic complex, anionic complex, neutral complexes. Complexes are of 4 types: cationic, anionic, neutral. Again neutral are of 2 types: cationic means complex cationic or cationic complex plus complex anion. Here no charge, there is no charge at all. Just have a look. Cationic complexes means cationic part is complex, means it contains simple anion. Its anionic part is simple, cationic part is complex, like CuNH3 whole 4 2 plus plus SO4 2 minus. You see, this is cationic part, this is complex because copper is associated with 4 ammonia. These are called ligands. We will study today in today's class. We will study in detail. So copper is associated with 4 ammonia. So this is, they form a large cation. अमोनिया कभी इससे जुदा नहीं होगा, कभी इससे अलग नहीं होगा. Anionic part means the anion is complex, means cation is simple, simple cation. Bichara cation is simple, simple cation. For example, K4 Fe CN whole 6 potassium ferrocyanide. You see, this is a simple cation. Here you have complex anion, complex simple cation, complex anion. So complex can be anionic, complex can be cationic, and both can also be complex, like your PT NH3 whole 4 PT Cl4. Here you see it is also neutral. It is also neutral. All are neutral, but here it is a complex is also cation, and a anion part is also complex, cation part is also complex, both part are complex. You will see this type of complex also. And there is no charge, means non-ionic complex, non-ionic कोई भी charge नहीं है, like nickel carbonyl, ना positive ना negative, कुछ भी नहीं है. So these are the 4 different types of complexes you will be studying in detail, right? So let us discuss some important terms, terminology used in coordination chemistry to study or to know in detail or to understand the chemistry of coordination compounds in detail. So let us see what are the important terms and terminologies used in coordination chemistry. So first is your central metal atom or ion. You see, central metal atom or ion, first one, very important, central metal atom or ion, central atom or ion. You see, in all complexes, you see, there is a metal which plays important role in making all the complexes. Like carbon plays important role in making all organic compounds. Carbon is the hero in making all organic compounds. Similarly, metals play vital role in making complexes or coordination compounds, and those metals which play central role are called as a central atom or central ion. Here it is central atom, here they are central ions. Let me tell one thing, the complexes are of two types. All complexes are divided into two categories: non-transition metal complexes, non-transition metal complexes, and you have transition metal complexes. Okay, we'll discuss in detail. Okay, thank you. So complexes are of two types. One is the complexes of non-transition metals and a complexes of transition metals. 90% above complexes are of the transition metals, and a very less complexes are of non-transition metal complexes. I am giving some examples. Here you see you have sodium H2O whole 6 plus सोडा पानी, मैंगो पानी, उसको भी हम कह सकते हैं मैंगो पानी, और आलू पानी, ये भी एक कॉम्प्लेक्स है. So these are all complexes of non-transition metals. Transition metal complexes, so many complexes like K4, Fe, CN whole 6, Cu, NH3, whole 4, SO4, and you know tolerance reagent, diamine, silver hydroxide, hexamine, cobalt. So these are few examples of transition metal complexes. So complex means whether it is transition metal or non-transition metal, but metal तो जरूरी है ना. Without metal a complex cannot be formed. हाँ, ये बात सच है. ज़्यादातर complexes में ट्रांजिशन मेटल पाए जाते हैं, और बहुत कम complexes है जिसमें नॉन ट्रांजिशन मेटल्स लाइक अल्काली मेटल्स और अल्कलाइन मेटल्स पाए जाते हैं. Why they play important role in making complexes? Why the transition metals or why the metals? उनके पास क्या कैरेक्टर है? You see, there are three important properties, three important characteristics by which these metals, mostly transition metals, form complexes. The three properties are small size, atomic size is very, very small. Number two, high nuclear charge, that is high charge size ratio, and a third most important is the availability of a vacant d orbital, family. It is just like a joint family, and head of the family is your transition metal. Why transition metals plays vital role in making all the complexes? परिवार का जो चीफ है ना, मुखिया, उनके पास ये कैरेक्टर होना बहुत जरूरी है. अपना फैमिली छोटा है, एक बच्चा है या नहीं है. हाई न्यूक्लियर चार्ज मीन्स बड़ा भाई का रोजगार बहुत ही है, हाई इनकम, और रहने के लिए बहुत ही सारी कमरा है. तब बताइए इनके साथ कौन नहीं चाहेगा रहने के लिए, इसीलिए तो कॉम्प्लेक्स बनाते हैं ना. So these are the important characteristics possessed by transition metals and also non-transition metals. ये रहा conditions for making complexes. Very, very important. Another part, you just look. ये रहा सेंट्रल मेटल, ये हीरो है, ये हीरो ये हीरो है, और उनके साथ भी हीरोइन है. ये देखो सियानाइडी, अमोनिया 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 वाटर, ये हीरो है, ये भी हीरोइन है. हीरो हीरोइन का मिलन है, कॉम्प्लेक्स बनता है. और जो बाहर है ना, वो सारी की सारी ऑडियंस हैं, आम आदमी. ये तो खास आदमी है ब्रैकेट के अंदर में, ठीक है. उनको कहते हैं लिगैंड्स. मैं सेंट्रल मेटल के साथ जो ब्रैकेट के अंदर में देखते हो ना, मीन्स दे आर कॉल्ड एज लिगैंड्स. सो व्हाट आर लिगैंड्स? लिगैंड्स आर द molecules or ions. They can be molecule or ion. What are the conditions? They must be containing a lone pair of electron. Unshared pair of electron उनके पास रहना बहुत ही जरूरी है. And that unshared pair of electron सारी के सारे खेल खेलता है. वही lone pair of electron, that lone pair of electron it donates to the central metal and make a coordinate bond. ये सारे के सारे खेल तो कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड का खेल है ना. कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड का खेल है. कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड दोनों के बीच में बनती है, इसीलिए उसको तो कहते हैं कोऑर्डिनेशन कंपाउंड्स. सो लिगैंड्स दे डोनेट लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स टू द वैकेंट ऑर्बिटल्स ऑफ अ सेंट्रल मेटल एंड मेक कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड्स. वो देते रहते हैं, मेटल लेता रहता है, ठीक है. एंड इन दिस वे कॉम्प्लेक्स इज फॉर्म्ड. दे आर कॉल्ड एज लिगैंड्स, ठीक है. Ligands can be neutral, cationic or anionic, and all the ligands are like Lewis base. Lewis base means which has lone pair of electron and it donates that pair of electron for coordination. They are Lewis base. And central metal which is the recipient of a lone pair, you know, any substance that accepts a lone pair is called as Lewis acid, and any substance that gives a lone pair is called as Lewis base. So complex formation between ligand and metal is nothing but base acid, Lewis base, Lewis acid reaction के सिवा और कुछ नहीं है. So complex formation is also termed as Lewis acid base reaction. बड़ी गजब का चीज है, ठीक है. Let us classify. So देखो, so coordination compounds में, complexes में दो important बातें. One is central metal, हीरो है जिसको कहते हैं, और लिगैंड्स वो हीरोइन है, ठीक है. इसमें विलन कोई नहीं है, ठीक है. विलन सॉल्वेंट हो सकते हैं, टेम्परेचर वगैरह वो सब विलन हो सकते हैं, ठीक है. तो लिगैंड्स आर क्लासिफाइड इनटू इन मेनी वेज. फर्स्ट, on the basis of a charge. On the basis of a charge, they can be anionic, they can be neutral, also they can be cationic. Anionic ligands, you see, anionic ligands, chloride, bromide, iodide, cyanide. How many lone pair of electrons are in this chloride? How many lone pairs of electrons are in this chloride? 4 lone pair of electrons. Donor atom is chlorine. Here also 4 lone pair of electrons are present. 8 electron valence shell. 8 electron means 4 lone pair of electrons. So here is simple question. If chlorine has 4 lone pair of electrons, how many lone pair of electron it can donate to a metal? एक ही मेटल को कितना लोन पेयर वो दे सकता है? 4 है उसके पास 4. क्या 4 को 4 दे देगा? क्या 4 को 4 दे देगा क्या? नहीं. एक ही आटम, उसके पास कितने भी लोन पेयर हो, कितने भी लोन पेयर हो, 2 हो, 3 हो, 4, उसे कोई मतलब नहीं. 1 atom can donate only 1 lone pair to a particular metal. ये बात याद रखना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. उसके पास एक भी हो, 2 हो, 3 हो, कोई फर्क नहीं. एक ही डोनर आटम जिसके पास लोन पेयर है, दैट कैन डोनेट ओनली 1 लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, मीन्स इट कैन ओनली मेक 1 कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड. ये रहा आनायन की बात है. और न्यूट्रल, you see in neutral you have H2O, here the donor atom is oxygen. इसके पास 2 लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, बट इट कैन ओनली डोनेट 1. इसको नहीं देगा. एक ही लोन पेयर हो, ओनली इट कैन डोनेट ओनली 1 लोन पेयर. अमोनिया देखो, इसके पास भी एक लोन पेयर है. इट हैज आल्सो 1 लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, सो इट कैन डोनेट ओनली 1 लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. कार्बोनिल, इसको तो कहते हैं पाई एसिड लिगांड। ये गजब का लिगांड है। ये कार्बन के पास सिग्मा इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर से इट कैन ऑल्सो डोनेट 1 लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन। ठीक है, सो दे आर ऑल न्यूट्रल, दे आर ऑल न्यूट्रल। काटायनिक मीन्स वो भी खुद पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, लेकिन वो भी इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करने के लिए भी अपने पास भी क्षमता रखती है। जैसे कि हाइड्रोजनियम आयन, यू सी हाइड्रोजनियम आयन, this part is positive, it cannot donate electron pair. Here this part contains lone pair of electron. So from this side it can donate lone pair of electron. It is cationic hydrogenium ion. So on the basis of a type of a charge, ligands are 3 types: anionic, cationic, and a neutral. On the basis of denticity, what is the denticity? उनके पास कितने दांत है, means how many donor atoms a ligand has, how many donor atoms, कि इसके पास कितने डोनर आटम है। एक ही डोनर आटम एक ही कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड करेगा, एक ही डोनर आटम एक ही कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड। इसके पास 2 लोन पेयर हो, 3 हो, 5 हो, कोई मतलब नहीं। 1 डोनर आटम 1 कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड। ठीक है, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड डेंटिसिटी। thus on the basis of a number of donor atoms means denticity, the ligands are classified as monodentate, bidentate, polydentate, ambidentate, chelating ligands, bridging ligands, flexident ligands. ये तुम्हारा ligands इतने वेराइटी की हो सकते हैं। So let us discuss one by one what are monodentate ligands. Monodentate means they have only 1 donor atom. They contain only 1 donor atom. That donor atom, again I am repeating, that donor atom may contain 2 or more lone pair, but only it will only make 1 coordinate bond. 1 donor atom, 1 coordinate bond. Monodentate. So these are all monodentate ligands. These are all monodentate ligands. Not this one, not this one. These are all monodentate ligands. So these are all monodentate ligands. These are all monodentate ligands. Means they contain only 1 donor atoms. What are bidentate ligands? Similarly, what are bidentate ligands? Means they contain 2 donor atoms. They contain 2 donor atoms. 2 donor atoms से बात नहीं चलने वाला है। 2 donor atoms, but 2 donor atoms they must make coordinate bond at a time. ये भी coordinate bond बनाएगा, ये भी coordinate bond बनाएगा, दोनों साथ साथ बनाना चाहिए, तब जाके उसको हम कहेंगे bidentate. Means 2 donor atoms they contain. Bidentate. Bidentate ligands are of 2 types. One is symmetrical, मतलब जो लिगांड को, the ligand which can be divided into 2 equal parts, symmetrical भी हो सकते हैं और unsymmetrical भी हो सकते हैं. Unsymmetrical means they cannot be divided into 2 equal halves. Symmetrical, you see ethylene diamine, ethylene diamine. Remember this one, very very important ligand, ethylene diamine. Here it is a donor atom, here it is a donor atom, nitrogen. Both of them can make coordinate bond with the metal atoms. It is symmetrical because it can be divided into equal halves. Another is oxalate. देखो देखो देखो, oxalate, oxalate. This is a donor atom, this is a donor atom. It can coordinate bond with a metal. It also can make coordinate bond with a metal, but it can be divided into 2 equal halves. So symmetrical oxalate, इसका नाम शॉर्टकट में EN कहते हैं, बड़ी प्यार से उसको EN कहते हैं. EN is its nickname, means ethylene diamine, symmetrical bidentate ligand, correct? And this is called ox means प्यार से हम उसको ox बुलाते हैं, तो means oxalate. So unsymmetrical is your glycinate. Glycinate, it is also bidentate ligand. You see, here it is a donor atom, it is also donor atom, but you cannot cut them into 2 equal halves. So they are bidentate ligands, but unsymmetrical. Next is your Polydentate ligands. Polydentate ligand means they contain more than two donor atoms, more than two, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, here you have diethylene triamine. Diethylene triamine. Here it is a donor atom. So it is a tridentate means its denticity is 3. So it is called as a triethylene, diethylene triamine. Another is the most important is EDTA. EDTA कभी नाम सुना है? EDTA means ethylene diamine tetra acetate. देखो स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है, देखो CH2N, this is CH2 CO minus, CH2 COO minus, here you have CH2 COO minus, this is CH2 COO minus. Oh my God, 6 donor atoms एक ही साथ वो 6 कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड बनाने की क्षमता रखती है। देखो कि कौन कौन है, ये रहा दूसरा, ये रहा तीसरा, चौथा और फिफ्थ वन, सिक्स्थ वन हेक्साडेंटेट लिगैंड्स। देखो इट हैज 6 डोनर एटम, 6 कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड एट ए टाइम बना सकती है, ठीक है। और ये तुम्हारा हेक्साडेंटेट लिगैंड, ठीक है। Next is your ambident ligands. Ambident ligands means the ligands which contain 2 donor atoms. इसके पास 2 donor atom है, लेकिन only one of them will make coordinate bond. अगर एक ही ने coordinate bond बना लिया, दूसरा नहीं बना सकता है उसी टाइम पे। अगर ये बना लिया, ये नहीं बना पाएगा। अगर ये बना लिया तो ये खाली ही रहेगा। उसको कहते हैं एम्बिडेंट लिगैंड्स। उसको पहचानो। देखो ये रहा सियानाइड, ये रहा तुम्हारा एम सी से भी जुड़ सकती है और एन टर्मिनल से भी जुड़ सकती है, ठीक है। और नाइट्रो NO2 माइनस ONO माइनस, देखो फॉर्मूला एक ही है। और when it is connected through N, it can be connected through N. When it is connected through N, it cannot be connected through O. Similarly, when it is connected through O, it cannot be connected through N. They are called as ambident ligands. Another गजब की लिगांड है chelating ligands means polydentate ligands which when coordinates with the central metal form ring structure. जो लिगांड सेंट्रल मेटल आटम के साथ बॉन्ड करते हुए अगर रिंग स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं, वो कॉम्प्लेक्स को कहेंगे चिलेट, एंड द लिगैंड्स आर कॉल्ड एज चिलेटिंग लिगैंड्स। आइए देखते हैं। कॉपर, देखो CH2 NH2, देखो इधर देखो NH2 CH2 NH2, देखो ये इथिलीन डायमीन, ये नाइट्रोजन, जब दोनों कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड बना लिए कॉपर के साथ, देखो रिंग स्ट्रक्चर बन गया। 1 2 3 4 5 मेंबर रिंग। और ये रहा सल्फेट बाहर में, गेट के बाहर में। ये रहा तुम्हारा चिलेट। दीज आर चिलेट्स एंड others are non-chelating complexes. Let me tell you one thing very clearly. So chelating ligands are the polydentate ligands which when make coordinate bonds with the central metal atom, they form ring structure, and those ring structured complexes are called as chelates. and the ligands are called as chelating ligands, and the process is called as chelation. Process is called as chelation. And remember one thing, my dear students, the chelates are more stable than non-chelates. Like you see, copper, NH3, here it is a non-chelated complexes, CuNH3 whole 4, SO4, देखो, दोनों के बीच में कंपेयर करो, ये भी कॉपर का कॉम्प्लेक्स है, ये भी कॉपर का कॉम्प्लेक्स है, ये चिलेट, ये नॉन चिलेट, इसलिए ये मोर स्टेबल देन दिस वन. Ring structures, entropy factor supports, entropy increases when chelates are formed. Thermodynamically, they are more stable. So, therefore, chelates are more stable complex than non-chelated complexes, and the ligands responsible for this are called as chelating ligands. Chelating ligands means they form ring structured complexes, right? Bridging ligands. What are bridging ligands? Bridging ligand means there are some ligands which make coordinate bond with two different metal atoms. इधर भी है. कुछ लोग तो ऐसे हैं कि कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का पूरी वो बिलोंग कर जाते हैं, और कुछ लोग हैं दिन में एक पार्टी को, रात में दूसरे पार्टी के साथ, दोनों के साथ उनका संबंध भी बना रहता है. उनको कहते हैं ब्रिजिंग. उनको पता नहीं, कोई उनसे कोई अंदाजा नहीं लगा सकता है कि वो किसका है, लेकिन वो दोनों का ही है. उनको कहते हैं ब्रिजिंग लिगैंड्स. देखो ब्रिजिंग लिगैंड्स पास क्या है, दे मस्ट कंटेन मोर देन वन लोन पेयर होना जरूरी है. दे मस्ट कंटेन मोर देन वन लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. देखो ये रहा तुम्हारा एक कोबाल्ट, NH3 whole 3, OH, NH2, ratio, NH3 whole 3, here Cl3, here you can have 4, 2, 2. बाहर में रहा Cl2. देखो, so this is a type of a bridging complex. Here you see, ये रहा, ये these 4 ammonia are permanently bonded with this cobalt central atom. ये उनका परमानेंट है. ये भी देखो, ये कोबाल्ट के साथ 2 अमोनिया और 2 क्लोराइड, ये दोनों भी परमानेंटली बॉन्ड कर रहे हैं उसके साथ. लेकिन इनके बारे में देखो, इनको देखो हाइड्रोक्साइड और आमीन, they are bonded to both cobalt, both metals. So, they are called as bridging ligands. दोनों के साथ उनका गठबंधन है, दोनों मेटल के साथ. That is, the bridging ligands are those ligands which these are monodentate, not bidentate. They are all monodentate ligands, but they are coordinated to 2 different metal atoms at a time, forming polynuclear complexes. They form polynuclear complexes, but in our topic we will not discuss more about the bridging ligands or polynuclear complexes or bridging complexes. Another is your flexident ligands. Flexident means flexible means the ligands capable of making more number of bonds. More number of bonds it can make, but जरूरी नहीं है. Suppose EDTA, you know it is hexadentate ligand. 6 donor atom है उसके पास. It can make 6 number of maximum 6 number of coordinate bonds at a time. जरूरत पड़ेगा तो 6 को 6 लगा देगा, लेकिन हमारा 6 जरूरत नहीं है, हमको सिर्फ 2 ही चाहिए. तो मना करेगा क्या? मना नहीं करेगा. ठीक है भाई, मेरे पास 6 डोनर आटम है, आपको 2 चाहिए, 2 ले लो. दैट मीन्स इट कैन मेक कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड लोएस्ट 1, हाईएस्ट 6. जब 6 बना लेगा तो सैचुरेशन हो गया, फुली हेक्साडेंटेट लिगैंड हो गया, और 6 से कम नंबर ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड बना रहा है तो उसको कहेंगे हम फ्लेक्सीडेंट लिगांड्स, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, EDTA, सल्फेट, सारी इसी कैटेगरी में आते हैं। ठीक है, तो दोस्तों आज जो चीज़ें हमने डिस्कस किए, लेट्स हैव ए समरी ऑफ द टुडेज डिस्कशन। हमने आज क्या क्या डिस्कस किया? कॉम्प्लेक्स पहले स्टार्ट किए थे, नॉर्मल सॉल्ट मीन्स द substances produced by neutralization reaction between acid and base, or when the metals are replacing the ionizable hydrogens or acidic hydrogens, we get normal salt. Normal salts are ionic, normal salts are crystalline, rigid, hard, brittle. They are ionizable in aqueous solution. Their solution may be acidic, basic, or neutral. Then we discussed about the double salt, means molecular solids containing two different salts in equimolar ratio that has identity only in solid state. When you put it in water, they lose their identity property and split into their own ions, and their own ions start showing their own properties. Complex. It is a molecular compound containing two different compounds or salts. They are not present in stoichiometric ratio, but they retain their identity and they show their own properties both in solid state and in solution state, right? Then we discussed about central metal atom. So in each complex there is a metal atom. It may be transition metal or non-transition metal. They must have a small size, high nuclear charge, availability of vacant d orbital. They play central role. Then ligands means the species containing lone pair of electrons and are capable of donating lone pair to central metal and make the coordinate bonds, and in the process they form complexes. They are of different types on the basis of denticity. They can monodentate, bidentate, polydentate, flexidentate, your ambident and your chelating ligands and also bridging ligands. So with this I conclude. Hope you must have understood very well. आप लोगों को बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा ये क्लास. Thank you all. Thank you.